Hello everyone, Anthony Vessecchia, Level 3 TPI, here with Scratch Golf Academy. Today I want to talk about rotation. I'm going to give you a couple drills today that are going to help with said rotation and allow you to keep your back to the target a little bit longer while you can start that power into the ground so that you can lift and get good power through the finish, okay? The first one we're going to do is a banded backswing pump. I have some bands set up here. I have one here. I have one also hooked to this just so you can see different ways to hook it up. This is one of the bands that have a carabiner on the end where you can hook handles on. So I just hooked it into the carabiner on the pulley machine. You can do it that way. You can tie a band over the top. But first things first, this drill in itself is really good. I'm going to switch and go to my other side. This is just good to get a big stretch and to allow you to get a bigger turn than what you would normally do. If you want to see me from this side, you can see the angle that I'm at here. So it's just turning me and giving me a big stretch. Some guys that want to do like a long drive type swing where they really raise that lead foot so that they can slam down into it. This is a good drill for that too. I would normally be faced off this way, but for the sake of the camera so you guys can see, I'm going to turn off to the side a little bit for you here. So you're going to let it take you to the back, and now we're going to work that pump. If you want to lift that foot and just get a bigger turn, you can, and then we're going to work that pump. So we're going to do here and pump. So this is a banded backswing pump. So you can see I'm working that pump into the downswing. And if I turn away from it, I can feel that pump coming more to the inside when I do it. So this is a banded backswing pump, and then allow it to stretch you a little, and then give it a couple more pumps. Okay, so what we're working there, obviously, do both sides too. It's just that ability to keep your back to the target, hands up high and with good width while you're starting that downswing, that pump into that lead leg so that you can then drive out and generate more ground force, which in turn is going to generate more power. The next exercise we're going to do is going to be a slider lunge with club turn. So we're going to put a slider underneath one of our feet. And we're going to turn away from the foot that has the slider on underneath it. You can also use a towel if you're on wood floor or tile. You can slide out with that if you don't have a slider. Obviously a furniture slider if you're on carpet or turf. And from this position, club out in front, I'm going to push out with all the weight on the leg that's on the floor, not on the slider, and I'm going to turn. Okay, you're going to do 10 to 15 on this side. If you notice, I'm not letting my knee buckle inward. I'm trying to keep it going straight over my middle toe and rotate out. And from the side, I also don't want to see you go in this position. We're going to hip hinge. So push your rear end back as you do it and turn away. So this is a slider lunge with club turn. 10 to 15 on one side, then switch 10 to 15 on the other. Obviously do a few sets too. The more you do, the better. Now for your last exercise of this series that's going to help with rotation and gaining more width. Not really, well, I guess width would be more arms, but it's going to help with more rotation in your hips and your thoracic spine, just so you can get a much bigger turn and keep your back towards the target longer during the swing so that you have more time to coil and get more of that rubber band stretch and then snap rated impact with your body and your hands. I'm in a half kneeling position here. I'm going to start with my shoulder touching the wall, and then if you can and you get really good at it, you'll start with your hip touching the wall, but for now we're going to start with the shoulder. Ideally, for a lot of people, I tell them to get a foam roller and attach it to the knee here so that when they're doing this, they don't let their knee buckle inward. I don't have the foam roller now, but if you had a short foam roller, you'd want to put it right here so you're holding it against the wall so you don't cheat with this knee. But for the sake of this one, which is also good for your brain, is to hold it in place. Don't allow it to move. And you're going to put your hand out here, and you can put your hand here to make sure that this knee does not move. And you're going to do a large circle all the way back and then forward. So we're going to do 10 circles. I have a pad under my knee, as you can see. Make sure you have something under your knee. You could use a pillow, this Airex pad, or just any mat. And we're going to do 10 turns this way. Now, if you get to this position, you want a little bit more stretch, you can bring your other hand up to high and reach across just to get a little bit more of a turn. And back. And then you'll switch. And we will do 10 on the other side. So in this drill, we're working on shoulder mobility and thoracic spine mobility. Please subscribe to our channel so that we can keep giving you more and more content each day. And like the video, because the more you like these videos, the more steam that we're gonna get and more views and more it could possibly go viral. So that, you know, it helps us out and it helps us make more content for you. Thank you.